Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Daniel Gutierrez. Hi! I hope you're having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, even if you're not Irish. I'm not Irish, and I'm gonna have a good time today. So send me a private message if you want to be house guest of the day, and we'll make it happen. So, yesterday the house guests all participated in a 12-hour buzzworthy challenge. And we found out who the winner was today. But first, let's talk about all the craziness that happened. So there was lots of skin, some makeup, some characters, and a bunch of pranks. A lot of stuff. So let's just talk about some of the highlights. John was walking around in a dress for a lot of the day, stuffed it up, it was pretty funny. Adele had a couple of different bits. I think he shaved some stuff into his head. He was walking around like a vampire for a while. I thought that was one of his finer moments. Rochelle was like some sort of Gollum character. I don't know if she was supposed to be Gollum or what, because she kept calling herself Precious. Not based on the novel Push by Sapphire, just to be clear. But I think she was like a Gollum. Smeagol. Netta was walking around with some crazy A makeup on. Kenny was really going for that factor. He was applying and reapplying that vegetable oil like crazy. Then he had this like crazy thing where everyone was sticking toothpicks in his beard, and he wanted people to guess like how many were in there. Well, when they took them all out, turns out it was 994. What? I thought it was going to be like 300 or something. 994 toothpicks. That's insane. Paul actually was kind of funny. He dressed up as Paulina, and he had a little talk show. He seems to be really into that. Sabrina, Kim Kardashian. Are you surprised that she picked her? I'm not. Andrew was walking around with like cat ears, some whiskers that he drew on his face, and some really tiny undies. I'm not sure who those belong to, but it was kind of scary. Ika had this LaQuisha character. She like filled out her butt. She was doing a talk show with Paulina. That was pretty funny. And one of my favorites, Arlie, he is one crazy mofo. He was shaving a bunch of stuff into his hair. He had the girls wax his body, and he went streaking. Put your wiener away, Arlie! He said that would not be the last time he was doing that. A couple of the house guests like paired up for different things. Like I said, Paul and Ika had their little talk show. Andrew and Sabrina did this like faux cooking show. She was taking it very seriously. Some of the house guests did not put forth as much effort. Allison, like I said yesterday, seemed like she was making a conscious effort not to get attention and not to get the votes for this challenge, because I don't think she wants to win that challenge right now. She wants to kind of lay low. She doesn't want people to be suspicious of her. And also, does anyone know what Sarah or Heather were doing? Because I didn't see anything about Sarah. I know Heather was like taking pictures of herself because they all had like 10 minutes with a camera. I don't know what she was doing, but I saw one where she was like, so if you can tell me what that is, that would be great. And we did find out the winner today. I'm gonna save that for the end of the spoiler, and we'll get there. So Sarah and Sabrina had a little chat with Allison, and they apologized to her for leaving her out and kind of ignoring her the past few days. Ladies, you're not fooling anyone. Everyone can see how jealous you are. Stop. So Sabrina had kind of an uh-oh hot dog moment, because she was talking about how John lost so much weight so far this week because he's on slop. I think he lost like 10 pounds or something so far. That's insane. But Sabrina was like, oh, I want to go on slop next week, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, I feel bad for whoever's on my team. And then she was like, put me on Paul's team next week, so that she would lose. And Heather was out there, and she was like, what? Paul's not going to be here next week. And Sabrina was like, oh, shh, because Heather doesn't know that she's the target. It was really awkward. But Sabrina, like, pretty much smoothed it over. So then Sabrina spent a large part of the day scolding Andrew for his relationship with Allison. She was like, as of tomorrow, my crush on you is over. Really? You're just gonna turn it off like that? We'll see. And then they were having this discussion in the kitchen, and a couple of people walked in while it was happening, and Sabrina was like, I'm trying to talk to Andrew. So she says his name so weird. So she kicked multiple people out of the kitchen. It was pretty crazy. But let's talk about some actual game stuff for a hot second. Heather was talking to Ika, and she was like, you know what, you should use the veto and put up Kenny. And Ika was like, you make a good point, but I don't think I have the votes to get rid of Kenny. Which she's probably right, but at the same time, it sucks. Because I like Kenny, but I really don't like this first 5 alliance, and I'd love to see them get broken up. So Sabrina continuing on her crusade against the A-team, meaning Allison and Andrew. She's trying to turn everyone against Allison because she wants her to have a miserable time. She wants to get rid of her. So she told everyone that Allison has a boyfriend, so they would like judge her for hanging out with Andrew so much and having a showmance with him. So I know that Allison did say that she was like seeing someone before, but it was up in the air. He was like moving away or something. Like it wasn't a solid thing. And it's pretty crappy that Sabrina is like passing this garbage around the house, and it could really mess with Allison's standing with everyone else. So Andrew and Allison were like hanging out together until like pretty late last night after 1, which is like late in the Canada house. In the US that's like 9 o'clock. But Sabrina like waited up for Andrew in the bedroom. So she was like, guess what? You can't tell anyone this, but Allison has a boyfriend. And she was like saying all this crap about how he changed since she got in the house, and how she's like feels like she's been ignored and all this bull crap. And he was kind of like, whoa, what? She's a boyfriend? So I don't know if he completely believed her or if he's just kind of like playing along with her, but he's like, oh, I feel bad that I've been so crappy to you, and I'm gonna make more of an effort, blah blah blah. And she's just like, eh. So Andrew is like, yeah, we'll get Allison out, whatever you want. So again, I don't know if he's just trying to please her or if he's being for real. But the power veto ceremony was today, and Ika did not use it, which means that Heather and Paul are still on the block. Lame! I really would have loved to have seen a big move happen this week, but it's not, and that's really sad. The buzzworthy contest winner. It was Adele. What? I would not have predicted that at all. I thought that like Arlie or anyone else was gonna win. I wasn't sure. I didn't think that Adele had that fan base, but apparently people are digging it. So he got to get a news update on the outside world, a lot of sports stuff. They found out about the Olympics because I guess they were sequestered before that was all over. And other like hockey stuff. I don't know what kind of real like regular hard news they got. I don't know if it was all sports or what, but I guess we'll find out more details about that. And I believe he also won a special power, and it's up to him if he wants to reveal it or keep it a secret. So I'm hoping that he'll at least reveal it to Paul so that we'll know, and then I will let you guys know. So, until tomorrow, when I'm sure there will be much more drama, much love.
Edit.